Hey, howdy, hey, and welcome back to the episode of GSTalks. My name is Chris, and hey, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're clicked on this video. I hope you like and subscribe to GSTV Studios. Today, we have something different for you. Scott and Justin are not here for this podcast. They couldn't make it, unfortunately, but you know, we strive on to be the best. And I actually asked Ben, Rachel, and Sam, the cast members of the new series on Meteor Fist Films called Doctor Who, Shattered Time. And today, we talk about basically the making of, how they got involved and what they bring to the project. And after the break, we actually kind of go different. We're all over the place. We talk about cosplay, photography, and anime for some reason. So stay tuned for that. We go on with the show. Here we go. Enjoy. What is up, people of the internet? Welcome back to GS Talks. A very different crew today. How's everyone doing? What's going on? Ben, you're returning. How's it going, man?
It's hot.
Indeed it is. And everyone, this is Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Hi.
And Rachel. How you doing?
What's up?
What's up, indeed. All right, so we're here to promote Doctor Who Shattered Time is the title. Did I get that right?
Yes, Shattered Time.
Shattered Time. And we were filming today, but something came up, and so we're doing a podcast instead. So Scott is not here for whatever reason, and so we're going to tune on without him. So we're just basically going to sit back, have a little conversation about Doctor Who and how production's been going, you know, share some experiences, stories, especially like how today went with the whole episode. What was the name of the episode?
Flight of the Fairy.
Which Ben and Sam wrote. So look out for that when it comes out in the near future, whenever that is. All right, so how's everyone doing?
Good. Warm.
Yeah, it's weird. We had that fire in Canada, and then it got really cold.
Yeah, the smoke. It's finally cleared up. What you're talking about is Canada has some weird, not weird, but just really bad, just
forest fires.
Wildfires. And just like bled on the whole West Coast, basically. And it just recently went away. We saw blue skies for the first time in how long?
Yeah, like a week because it rained yesterday.
I went on vacation a couple weeks ago, and I drove to middle of Oregon. The haze was all the way down to Eugene. It was bad.
Yeah, no, it's all the smoke has just been carrying the heat with it, so just
so it's
prayers
been really
with Canada.
kind of muggy and disgusting outside, and so we're happy to have the blue skies back, even though it's overcast. It was raining, so whatever. Typical Seattle weather. We got
indeed.
Woo!
So let's get into Doctor Who Shattered Time. So you're actually dressed as the Doctor right now.
Yes, I am.
So that's your first little sneak peeky.
Hey.
And what is your character's name? Sam.
Karen.
Sam. Well, I mean, yeah, Sam.
Yeah, my name is Sam. My character's name is Karen.
My name is Rachel, which we have already figured out, but I play Megan.
And so,
hold on! Don't sell yourself short. We also have the wonderful Chris here, who plays everything we don't have a person for.
Everything but the mask.
I am extra. If you see a character in there that doesn't have a face or is covered by something, it's me.
This is my cousin.
Well, we also we have one other guy.
You're
also Alex.
And Alex.
So I mean,
we have a couple other.
We have a
characters.
couple extras and a nameless actor we can't name because of certain reasons, but you will see him soon. I promise.
Indeed, we promise.
So excited.
So we're about how many episodes in?
By my count, we have started every episode, all 7. We have completed
3 of them?
3?
I want to say 3.
I want
3 now.
I want to say 5 because we have yours left, and then we have the double finale. So 4. We've completed 4 episodes, as far as I know.
So just a quick thing. Let's not spoil anything as we go forward. I'm sure you all knew that, but I just gotta say it. So no spoilers here for the show because the show hasn't even come out yet. So we're just gonna go and make it of I'm gonna ask you at the same time, but you all each answer at the same time or individually.
No one can understand anything because we'll all yell at the same time.
Yeah.
Buzzer, where's the buzzer?
Yeah, we need a
slap the table.
Where's Mario?
Where's Mario? He's behind you. Actually.
Oh, hey Mario, the talking Mario. We haven't brought him out in a while.
Well, we never used him.
All right.
So, Ben, talk about your quick involvement and how it started way back in the day.
Back in the day, it was just we all loved Doctor Who. We wanted to do it because we were doing Sherlock and all of our other stuff. We started writing, and honestly, it's great. We have a good balance here of our writing and our ad-libbing, which Meteor Fist Films is just well known for.
So, quick summary, because I'm sure all you know by now since we've done a couple of these. You used to be Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
In our series, and something happened.
I left. I had to go follow my
I was
dreams.
Just being clean there. And then you came back, but even before that, when you were still Sherlock, there was talks about you playing the Doctor.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long while. Scott's always wanted to use me as the Doctor. And, well, I just like the idea, so we've been running with it.
Indeed. So, Sam, how did your involvement come around?
Well, I've known Scott and Ben since like high school now, so for almost 10 years. And when Scott was looking for actors, I was looking to kind of expand my horizon of experiences.
So to say.
Yeah, that just sounds
Heyo.
super hippie. But I honestly just asked if I could be involved, and here I am. 7 episodes later.
Indeed. Rachel, you did not know us back in the day. So
Nope.
Go ahead.
I had a friend, one of my best friends for 10, 11, 12 years now. And she went to school with Ben and Scott.
Who?
Ryan O'Neill?
That sounds familiar.
Don't ask me. I didn't go to
Anyway,
that
so
school.
I didn't really know Ben, but I knew of Scott. And then Scott reached out to me, and he was like, hey, do you want to be this person in this show?
And it's funny too because I was talking to Scott the other day. Before you got casted as Megan, we were actually he was considering you to replace Mary on our Sherlock series. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Didn't know that.
Okay, well, there you go. So, Jess, no offense to you, but you gotta show up.
Oh, shots
turn.
fired.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to
Don't hold this
We're friends.
against me.
We're all
I didn't know any of this.
We're all friends here.
As the world turns.
As the world turns, indeed. So we gotten over that, and I guess I really need to say I've always been a part of the project. I've been there since the beginning, since Demo Dawn, and you were actually part of Demo Dawn too.
I like to block that memory out.
Way
With
back
drinking.
when we were 13, 14?
Yeah,
We've
and
been
I thought it'd be
involved that
good.
long.
And I thought it'd be good to take my shirt off in 50-degree
did.
weather. It was freezing.
And now it's the complete opposite.
Layers, all the layers.
So how about, do you guys have any like fun stories to tell about being on set? Like have any funny moments? Start with like maybe the first episode onwards, keeping it what I'm trying to say?
Sequential.
Sequential, thank you. I can't, English is hard. So any of you have any stories from day one, particularly?
Well, episode 1 was interesting because
Well, okay, the official episode 1, not the unofficial.
Yeah, the official
Okay.
episode 1. It was interesting because we were still at that weird spot where we didn't know each other, so the accidental ass grabbing was always like, oh god,
What are you talking about?
just bumping into people. You know, you just like
Yeah,
bump
yeah,
and
you
like,
just
oh shit, I touched her
casually
butt.
bump
Do I
it.
address that? I'm not. I'm gonna keep going forward.
Right. I'm gonna write that down.
I think actually for me it was when we were taking the photos and we were meeting each other for the first time.
Yeah, that's when we all met each other.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I know you, and oh, I know you, and who are you?
So
and
really,
who
Rachel,
are
you were kind of the odd one out, even though I didn't know Sam either, but we hit it off.
We're like best friends
yeah,
now.
Like this. Oh, you guys, you're talking about you guys. Okay.
I was like, yeah.
No love for Quiz.
Don't worry,
No,
I got
was
my-
actually-
I got my Ben
Yeah,
right.
no. I was actually saying me and Chris.
Oh,
But
so
you
you-
know,
oh,
like,
Okay,
yeah,
so
sorry.
you
You're like-
got
you're like-
it.
you're
You
like-
guys were like this.
Yeah,
so
we're
you
like
guys
this.
felt it.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, you and I, we got a deeper connection.
We got a deeper connection.
And your hair was longer then.
Yeah, my hair was longer then.
You
Yeah.
can't even tell because it like hits your collar
It
right
like
now.
Perfectly, yeah.
disappears
You like.
into my coat.
So we're still filming a little bit later, so look out for that on Facebooks and whatnot. So any more stories, anyone?
I think actually so far my favorite one has been after it would be the one where we were filming on the foreign planet Vegan
56, I think we called it.
Vegan, and
Be gone.
every time we
Not
would have
vegan,
to
vegan.
reset the scene and we were starting over, it would be a little bit, and somehow it ended up that it was karaoke day, and we're sitting there and like every single time it was like, okay,
Hang on,
let's sing some
what
Disney.
day is not karaoke day? First of all.
This is
That's
true,
true.
especially with us, all theater kids, and just all the singing, all
We're
the
all
time.
Disney kids at heart, so. Ben, you have any stories you want to tell?
Well, today's filming was great.
Go ahead, tell a story.
I won't give away any spoilers for the episode, but we basically wrote the first half of the script and the ending. So we had a big centerpiece we had to fill, and we just ad-libbed everything, and Sam just took it over. My entire input on that second half of that script was just facial expressions and I don't know.
Holding it together.
Just holding everything together, not just laughing. It was so hard.
Right.
I just have to say that I will take a vision and I will run with it.
You do, indeed. You take it the extra 10 miles. Rachel, do you have any stories you'd like to share?
I feel like I bonded with all these people when we got eaten by mosquitoes.
Oh,
my God.
Which time?
Yeah,
Every
episode
single
1,
time.
Be Gone episode.
That
Yeah.
was horrible.
We basically
I had
get eaten
bites for, like,
alive.
days.
I'm pretty sure that the whole all of the filming was ruined by the screaming of oh God, there's another one.
It's great. That moment, I was thankful that I was a smoker. They left me alone.
I thought
That's
flies were
true.
attracted to smoke.
No, that's
No.
bees.
That's bees. They're a type of fly.
No.
I
Insect.
don't
They're
know
part
if
of the
that's how that
insect
works.
family. Are you insectologist?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Entomologist.
Thank you. Ben
You're
goes to
welcome.
school, obviously.
He's learned.
So actually, that's a good thing to say. You only have a few more days here in the United States of
Yes,
America.
I'm flying out on the 18th.
Probably a good thing because we might go to war by then.
I hope not.
I hope not either.
I
But
think
anyways.
The
so.
ends of the world.
The ends. Never mind.
Let's not get into that. We can talk about that.
We'll
for
talk about it later.
days.
Yeah. Scott's not here to counter that, anyways. Mr. Politician, he is. Speaking of which, I didn't promote anything. Make sure you like and subscribe to Meteor Fist Films, the channel that Doctor Who Shattered Time will be on. And while you're here, be sure to like and subscribe to GSTV Studios and the show. This is GSTalks. All right, moving on. Do you guys have any more stories at all? Nothing.
No, but
How about this? How is the progress of Doctor Who going? How do you feel about the project itself, and where it, could it be considered to be canon to the actual series, the BBC series?
No, because this is our universe, and everything that's happening is ours.
But you have to. Okay, I don't know the whole
I
story.
think it's being pretty true to the kind of the characters that they're supposed to be. The Doctor is being true to who the Doctor is supposed to be, but I don't think that he's going in any kind of direction as the BBC series. I think it's a lot truer to the comics and stuff. There's a lot of things that I feel like the Doctor Who, the BBC stuff has kind of glossed over, the depth of character and stuff that they weren't able to really grab that we've kind of taken over.
right.
Would it be right to say it's kind of more of the old school? I've never seen Doctor Who.
You would know. See, I'm there with you. I never watched an episode. So.
So I just feel like you're always, when we're filming, you're always talking about the older stuff. And I don't know if that's
So
just
is-
because of the filming style or...
Are we could you put our stuff not necessarily next to the old stuff and compare the two, but are we being in contrast of it?
The way it's working out right now is so far we have mimicked the methodology of their stories, and if you line everything up side by side, we would become an excellent tangent universe.
Gotcha. May you want to add to that?
Well, I also think that the other thing is that each Doctor is its own character, and it is its own universe in of itself. Each Doctor brings a whole new angle to what's going on in the world. That's part of the magic of Doctor Who, and so what Ben's been able to bring to the set and what Scott's vision has been able to bring to the set has definitely impacted it, and I don't think that goes against canon. I think it just kind of stands, it's a parallel universe. It stands alone.
The best way I can describe it for all you Doctor Who fans watching right now is we've written a story that would greatly fit the Doctor's daughter,
Absolutely.
but we made it a dude instead.
There you go. So while on set, do you feel because this is more towards you two, because you and I are kind of oblivious to the show. I know we talked about this before in plenty of podcasts since the last time, but I said previously, sometimes you fall back in the Sherlock character. Are you basing your character off of any specific Doctor?
David Tennant.
David Tennant, okay. And what about you? Is your companion character...
Well, I think that my companion is pretty different from most of the other ones. I do kind of break the fourth wall, which isn't something that is very canonically
appropriate?
active.
Okay.
Well, I don't think that again, this is Doctor Who is kind of about testing the boundaries and testing, the limits of what we understand as knowledge. But I would say that I'm probably closest to a mix of Donna and Amy Pond.
Would you agree, Ben? Okay.
60-40 Donna.
65-35 Donna.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Yeah. I'm just the redhead.
This is all for you and them out here, because again, Rachel and I. Do you take? I mean, as a character, you're doing like you've seen on TV, not necessarily Doctor Who. Do you base your character off anything you've seen before? Like bring to the table, because you've been done theater before.
Yeah, I've done theater before.
La, la, la.
When you don't talk for like a whole 5 minutes and your throat is like, bleh. I don't know if I base my character off of every blonde that's been in like everything. I feel like, but like a better version.
I would say that she's a pretty good mix of like Martha and Rose Tyler. You know, she I think brings to the set, you know, with Rose, there's kind of this romantic tension throughout the series that she's a part of when she's with Tennant. And you don't really see that between the two of them. You definitely see more of that kind of Martha and Tennant thing where they're friends and they're fighting towards a goal and they're learning stuff from each other. So, but she's definitely got kind of that Rose Tyler, I'm just going to throw myself into everything, which Martha is definitely more that analytical type. So that's, I'd say Rose Martha, personally. My expert opinion.
I'll just go with that.
What she said. All right.
There's a dirty joke there.
Hey, what's up?
I lost my train
all
of thought.
she does. That's a dirty joke.
So that's Karen.
Sums
that's
up
Karen.
Karen,
Hart. Yeah, exactly.
and also.
So would you say Rachel's
Sam.
kind of like Megan is more kind of like just go with the flow type of character?
Sometimes, I don't know. I think she's kind of opinionated, but laid back at the same time.
The way I see it, Megan is the companion. That's the companion when you're thrown into that situation. And then Karen is the companion if one of the fans was playing the companion. You know that moment you're watching TV like, I wouldn't do that. Why'd they go downstairs? Why don't they just leave and call the police? That's Karen.
I got you.
I am everyone watching a horror movie.
How about this? Because we all enjoy each other's company. We're all friends now, per se. And have you guys ever like been in a situation on set where you just can't keep your laughter together?
I would honestly say that was most of the vegan episode. I really, really struggled. We were dealing with tragedy and there was heartbreak going on, and I'm sitting in the back like, I can't look at anyone. I can't look at anyone. Don't look at anyone. No eye contact. No eye contact.
I think the hardest time for me to keep my composure is when this guy is standing somewhere for me to look at and he starts dancing and specifically shaking his butt. I think is
I twerk hard.
There actually is footage of that I have.
Oh,
too,
God.
so
Good footage.
behind the scenes footage will come out.
What would you say is probably the hardest time for you to keep composure?
I'm just a really happy person. And before we get into anything, I'm always cracking jokes. And then I'm thinking about my own joke, making myself laugh. Or like when we were filming today. It's just a funny situation if you weren't actually in the situation.
Right.
Yeah.
So how about this? Some acting tips maybe out there. Like, how do you keep your composure when you're in the scene?
I'm the wrong. I would say it since I am the wrong person to ask because I am terrible about keeping my composure. I would say that the easiest thing to do is to recognize the rule of improv in any given situation. Yes, and. So if you're trying to keep your composure, what is the character? What is the character going through? What is the situation?
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? Yes, and. But I suck at that, so.
I pinch my inner thigh right here. It hurts, so you're instantly...
That's actually smart. That actors do that.
Yeah,
actually,
you just come right out of whatever you're doing 'cause it just hurts so much. But then I usually jump into angry, which is why our doctor is so angry.
Rach? Or you just probably laugh.
I dance before I act. So I kind of
her
get
move
the
is
energy out. Yeah. So I kind of get the energy out and focus. And if there is something that happens, usually a movement of some sort can refocus me. So maybe like a hair fix or something of that sort.
Take a nap.
What?
Take a nap.
Right now? Oh.
Every important scene, I'm sleeping right before it.
That's true.
And then I wake up groggy and I can't focus. And
Well, it fits your character to look all kind of, out of it,
that's
so to
true,
speak.
but you come into it, like when you go half asleep. What's happening? What's going on? Oh, scene? Okay, Okay, let's go. And then there's focus and there's no distraction because you just woke
I never
up.
noticed you actually do that. I never put it together.
all the time.
Well, right on. We're
I
gonna.
just have resting bitch face.
Oh, wah, wah. That's 2 for 1.
Oh darn.
So before we go into the first commercial-ish break here, I say commercial-ish because we do our own commercials. In case you guys didn't know that, you're gonna love
They're
it.
my favorite part.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We need to show them.
We'll show them on the break. So real quick, there's no release date for Doctor Who.
No, and that's because we're actually taking the time for this project to get it right.
Well, time because you're gone in a few days. I know I'm gonna miss you, buddy. We had to do the bro code. We didn't do bro code.
We could do bro code right now.
Oh, no.
We have the women we needed for the bro code we were going to do.
That's true. That is true. You guys don't know the short series that we do. Basically, if I could plug it real quick, it's how did it start? It all,
I don't remember.
we just picked you up at the mall one day. We
Yeah.
headed over to Scott's house. We're like, hey, let's just do something stupid real quick.
And it's been our best viewed.
Technically, yes, because it's just mindless action, fun, and dirty jokes.
That's a penis.
I didn't do it that time.
I was gonna say something. That's a penis. It all because there's always some sort of truth behind bro code.
It is. The first one was
About you know who.
about you know who. The second one
Was
was
it-
about fighting over Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
The third one was about you know who.
Yeah. In case you guys don't know, me and him. Never mind. We're going to commercial.
And the
break.
fourth one is going to be about you know who again, but a different way.
Is it?
Well, not you know who, but a different.
You know who?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
know you know who. All right, so we're gonna head to commercial break. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Why is he upset?
I think there's things about him that we'll never understand.
I've seen the darkest corners of the universe. I've walked in the halls of gods and fought in the lairs of demons.
I hope we can help him.
And for the first time in my life, I have no idea where I am, what I need to do. I'm scared. It seems like I'm fighting a losing fight. People need me, I know this. And I won't stop. I can't stop. Even when I feel lost, I know I can't give up. Just as you should never give up on me. Even in my darkest hour. I'm the doctor. I promise. I will never ever stop. No matter the cost. Stand with me. Believe in me and I will stand with you.
What is up, people of the internet? Welcome back. We are back from a commercial break. GSTalks, the show you're watching. We're just talking about who the girl we used to date for some reason. And so, fun stories there. All right, so we talked about Doctor Who. We plugged it. Let's plug everyone's like personal thing that they do. We'll start with Sam. You cosplay.
I do. And actually, I want to cosplay. So I'm part of House of Him Cosplay. And so I just want to plug Alice Him Creations. It's her new website. She makes nerdy clothing out of recycled bed sheets. They are fantastic looking. She just launched today, but she has, everything from 1970s Star Wars sheets to like Avengers Assemble dresses. It's super, super awesome. So that's Alice Him Cosplay, or Alice Him Creations is her storefront. You can follow me on Insta as kick_him, HYMN. That's cosplay stuff.
Right on. Rachel, you do photography.
Yes. So my photography is great. If anybody likes
way to sell it.
to look at photos that are great or need someone to take great photos of them, you can. I am on Instagram mostly, so you can follow me at Rachel V Clements, RachelVClements.
Wow.
And it is super awesome. It's Rachel Clements Photography, and everyone should go and follow.
Give her a follow. All right, Ben, what do you got for us?
You know, I do mostly this, and I'm away out of the country most of the year. But what I would like to plug is the theater program at Central Washington University. Be sure to check out my baby brother, Anthony Lord, and all of their productions.
Indeed, indeed. And don't forget to like and subscribe to GSTV Studios. I can't say that enough. Also, I'm going to plug Scott's channel again, Meaner Fist Films, and his review channel, MP27 Reviews, which he needs to change the name of. All right.
Sam, explain your shirt.
So during cosplay season, I often look for fun or unique shirts. My shirt is the nutritional facts of magical girls, and it's got a little bit of everything, including some facts about Madoka Magica, and it's got some clamp stuff from Cardcaptor Sakura to the original magical girl, Sailor Moon.
Woo!
Jeez Louise.
Just ruin everyone's ears there.
Sailor Moon, huh? I used to watch Sailor Moon, I think.
Same.
I don't think she was the original magical girl.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
No. I think there was...
Well, there's technically the original. The first one is not popular. It's Wedding Peach was the original one.
Wedding Peach, yes.
And that one's awful. If you ever are bored and you want a drinking game, Wedding Peach, and every time that they talk about being married.
Ooh, I don't know if I could survive that.
Oh, Sensei-sama.
It's worse. It's worse than what you think.
Oh, Sensei Senpai-sama.
So how about this real quick? Since this is the first time you guys been on the show, let's get to know you a little bit better.
Oh,
besides plugging stuff.
Oh no, I'm afraid.
What, Ben?
That's a penis joke.
I meant the stuff we plugged is what I meant. Jeez Louise, get your head out of the gutter. This is a PG-13 show.
Get
your head in the game.
Got it.
How about
Get your head in the game.
That's a penis joke.
All right, well, there you go. Benjamin Lord. Tell me, right now, let's keep it current. We haven't done this segment in a while.
Oh, keeping it current.
Keep it current. What are you currently into? A TV show, movies, books, anything like that? Games, magazines?
You know, I went retro. I'm going back to some stuff I used to like. I'm really watching Criminal Minds right now.
Yeah.
I started in the beginning of the summer. I'm already back into season 8. I've been binging that like no other. I'm replaying the BioShock series.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. I've already beaten BioShock 1 and 2, and I've gotten all the achievements for them. I'm about to hit Infinite, and hopefully I can get that done in the next 2 days. I'm also playing Skyrim again.
Why? Why?
Because I hate myself, and I don't like my free time.
It's like people who play Dark Souls. Like, why do you play it? It's hard.
Because I just want an arrow to the knee.
You don't win Dark Souls. You just get a little better each time.
Yeah. Okay. Sam, keeping it current. What are you currently into? Movies, TV shows, music, anything like that?
I would say probably the thing that I'm into right now the most is Overwatch, especially with the summer games.
I was gonna plug that.
Boo.
But I am anime-wise watching Restaurant to Another World, and my husband has been totally digging the food, so he's been making all of the food that's on.
I've seen previews of that actually. The food looks really good every single time they show it.
Oh man!
It's like they put all their detail into the food.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. It's fantasy and food, which is great. I had mincemeat cutlet.
Oh my goodness!
The other day that my husband made fresh.
That sounds delicious.
It was amazing, and he even made the sauce.
You know, speaking of food animes, I really like Shogeki no Soma.
I don't watch anime, so I don't know.
Hold your tongue, sir.
I've been watching Dragon Ball Super lately.
You forgiven.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I used to love Dragon Ball Z as a kid. That's the only reason why I watch it. Rachel, keeping it current.
Keeping it current. Shout out to Rachel Lindsay for being engaged after The Bachelorette.
Oh, yeah.
And Bachelor in Paradise. I'm going to start watching that because it just came out. Woo!
Do you need to talk, Rachel?
Animes. I watch some of that sometimes.
Keeping it current. Do you want to continue, or is that it? Okay. Keeping it current with me. You took Overwatch. I want to plug Overwatch, but I'll plug Paramore's new album instead. After Laughter. It's a great album. Please listen to it. It's a different style. I love when music bands can like evolve.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they've done. They're staying contemporary, which is awesome.
Yeah, and it's kind of like seeing your childhood friends grow up and get better.
I feel like I know Haley Williams.
Yeah, no, it's Macklemore is doing the same thing. Kesha's new album is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then there's like Linkin Park's the stuff that right before Chester, you know.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, but it can also make you sad too sometimes.
Why
Like
is that?
when Katy Perry changed, I went, oh, no, no.
But it was a necessary change for her. I think.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, I don't know.
I think her new music is definitely something that I don't know fits into any of what genre does it even fit into? You know, it's
pop.
kind of that. It's kind of that.
It's just straight up pop.
No, it's not. It's very angry. And
It's like pop EDM.
That's pop today. That's today's pop.
No.
I think so.
No.
I think it's a little different. I think it's just it misses a mark somewhere.
Well, everyone that can't have a hit album.
It misses a consumer base.
But as I was trying to get at, sometimes change is necessary. So, like with again back to Paramore, where they used to be, emo and alternative rock.
What was that
Good
angry
old
fist
days.
that was like,
And they came out with that song on their album Riot, which was called, I can't think of the name right now. Whoa, I'm not to brag, but I don't know what I want to know.
Misery Business.
Misery Business, thank you. And that was like their all-time hit song that sold,
False.
what was more popular than that song.
it was Pressure, wasn't it?
Yeah. Pressure.
Heck yes.
Which one's Pressure?
We'll listen
Okay,
to it
that's
afterwards.
fine. Anyways, I prefer honestly,
My favorite is the
Ain't
one.
It Fun?
Yeah,
Ain't
Ain't
It
It
Fun?
Fun is good, but also the one where they're
Still
I
in
can
D's.
count on
Still
the
in
I
D's
can
good.
count on the hands. I can count on my
Oh,
hands.
yes, the
But
other
anyways,
one.
we're getting
I
way
need to
off
hold
topic.
with you.
We're getting off topic.
We'll listen to that later.
What I'm saying is, like, I like when bands can change it. Like, some bands stay the same sound
Nickelback.
throughout. Like Nickelback, even though they kind of changed here and there.
Eh.
But AC/DC, they sound exactly like they sound back in the.
How dare you?
It's true.
I will beat you with my microphone. You do not talk about the DC.
A band that did change though over time, which was good, was Aerosmith.
Yeah.
That's because Aerosmith
Aerosmith changed
Yeah,
people
they-
so many times.
Yeah.
It's like changing underwear.
It's necessary.
So many
That was
times.
a penis joke.
That one wasn't necessarily.
That was a stretch.
Yeah, that was a stretch, like a penis joke.
Ayo.
Anyone else want to talk about anything besides music?
If you like video games, get on YouTube and watch Game Grumps.
Yes.
We might as well plug the game ups. I don't know. I prefer when JonTron was a part of it, but that's just me.
Game Grumps. Mark
They have
Jacksepticeye.
years of stuff though. It's a little bit forever. I watched the Mario video like 6-7 times.
I'm currently
Grump.
watching them.
Hey, I'm
play-
Grump.
I'm not so Grump.
And we're the Game Grumps.
Okay, that's enough of that. All right.
Copyright infringement.
Actually, my favorite thing right now is watching everyone play Dream Daddy.
Oh, my favorite is when they're playing Dark Souls.
All right, let's get off games because let's get something that Rachel can talk about and contribute to. She's all silent over there. How about this?
Rachel, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about, Rachel?
Oh, I don't know, man. Pizza's great.
Pineapple does not belong on pizza. You do not need two acidic foods on a pizza. You can have tomato sauce and pineapple.
times-
I
it could
feel
be
like
okay.
a lot of people
If you have
like
a white
pineapple on their
sauce,
pizza.
hold on. If you have a white cream sauce, which is a base sauce,
Ooh,
and then you put
Yeah,
the
that's
acidic
good.
pineapple on it, it's okay if you did it
I
right.
don't know if I like white sauce and pineapple together.
Think about the heartburn, people.
I don't
We're
get
America. We
heartburn.
don't care.
Oh.
We'll deal with it later. That's America's motto.
Tums? Anybody?
Dum da dum dum tums. Plugging tums too.
Plugging Tums. We're not plugging Tums.
Sponsored video.
Yeah, this is sponsored if you're so far. Starbucks, Tums, what else?
Mountain Dew's in the
Nintendo, we have
back.
iPhones, Mountain Dew, as always.
The Bachelorette.
Cowboys.
Want to plug Bachelorette? Go right
It was
ahead.
already in.
It was already plugged.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, whatever. Howdy, y'all.
Welcome to GSTV Studios, aka One Long Commercial.
It pretty much is, though. That's always we treated it. I'm going to stop with this. Ben, you're going back to college. Do you want to say what you're going to be doing there?
No.
Okay. So,
Who would be a better boyfriend, Channing Tatum or Johnny Depp?
probably Johnny Depp.
Channing Tatum.
I said boyfriend, not lover.
No,
Johnny
boyfriend.
Depp would not be.
No, see, the thing is that Johnny Depp has
why are we
had
talking about
allegations of abuse filed against him. He's had a drug problem in the past.
Yep.
Channing Tatum has experience being monogamous. He's been with the same person for what, over 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Which
I
one-
retract my question.
Do any of you want to talk about anything? Like anything come to mind? Anything in the world? Anything we can have a conversation about that's not politics?
Oh, God.
So you have two libertarians in the room.
Yeah, no.
Or four.
No, actually, so in the world of cosplay right now, we're
There you go.
getting ready to so with the Overwatch games and whatever that's going on, like the national tournaments or the world tournaments.
They're
that are
at the
going
World
on.
Cup right now, yeah.
Yeah, I don't follow any of that. I just like
Go
playing the game.
France.
Did they get in? They just
They didn't qualify.
Oh, I thought they beat the Netherlands.
I don't know.
Oh.
But
feel like they
seeing
didn't
all those
qualify.
costumes and stuff has been pretty insane. But we're getting ready to come up on another big season of cosplay here in the fall. We have a huge amount of
Is it
cosplay.
PAX just right around the corner?
Yeah, PAX West is coming up. It's going to be September 1st through the 4th. So that brings me to my big question. What do you look for in interesting things for people to wear? For costumes, like Halloween's coming up. What is it about those things, costume-wise, that you love?
Go ahead, then.
First 3 days or last 3 days?
I think she just means in general.
No, it matters.
I would say first 3 days.
First 3 days?
Yeah.
I look for the chicks who really aren't.
Yes.
I look for those because they come in the first 3 days, go ooh, and then they don't come back. And then the last 3 days, you look for the good costumes when the actual costume contests are going on. The first 3 days are just people who are hanging out
Yep.
and want to look good for their Instagram followers.
Yeah, I definitely think that as cosplay has gotten bigger, we've seen a lot more people choose to use it as a way to launch themselves.
And I'm kind of glad you said that about the Instagram followers thing. I kind of want to segue into this real quick. We'll come back to cosplay.
Yeah.
Instagram models is now a thing. Like, they get paid just to post their picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
How did that become a thing?
Same way YouTube became a thing.
It's
you get
really
enough
popular.
You get enough views, they make enough money legally, they probably have to give them some money just because they're making so much off of them.
Well, no, not legally, because it's a public forum. That's like saying that someone who is on a street corner, making Pike's Place money has to get paid. No, it's an option. The thing is that a smart company is going to capitalize on the people.
So sponsor them and
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
it's a smart move on a company's part to say, oh, they're making us money. I want to keep them. I want them to keep using our stuff.
Because I know you're not on Instagram. Have either of you ever been sponsored by something?
Nope.
Okay,
No.
so a long time ago, this show, or not this channel, but we had a show called The Garage Show, which was sponsored for like a month by NOS, the energy drink, which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
awesome. And they gave us like a big fat check to get some studio lights, which I lost, unfortunately,
Was it a big fat check or was it a big fat check for back then?
back then.
Okay.
So it was like just $500.
Oh, so money, and
gone,
they went
and
eh.
then gone. Yeah. So they told us to sponsor NOS and every like 15 minutes. Hey, you want to get a good drink? Get a NOS and all that fun stuff. And the sucky thing with those sponsors is that they don't like how whatever content is turning out. They'll drop you faster than you can say wait, stop.
Yeah.
So my word to especially when it comes to YouTube is be careful who sponsors you.
Yeah.
Because we kind of got screwed over.
There's so many more efficient ways for you to get people to like your stuff, people to help you as a creator. Patreon is one of those great ones. There's so many things like that.
And Patreon, we're going to start Patreon hopefully soon. I have to come up with tiers and perks and all that thing. But I hate that people see it as selling out. I don't see why that's a bad thing.
I mean, if we had a Patreon site and we were making okay money, I wouldn't have my day job.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
focus
true.
on this 100% of the time.
I would pay you guys probably like $35 an hour.
Jesus.
I would absolutely.
But you're only here for like 2 hours, so.
We both know that's not true sometimes.
Yeah, especially trying to finish stuff up before you go away.
That reminds me of your birthday present.
Oh, thank you. It was my birthday. That
Yeah,
day.
was his
yeah.
birthday.
Happy
Birthday
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yay. No, actually, on that same kind of thing, you see companies emerging from places like YouTube and Instagram, like the Fine Brothers have created their own company. They've been able to create producers and
But they've been off
jobs.
YouTube for like the past 10 years.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that how do people, because a lot of people out there who are already big and famous and have a YouTube account create content, like for example Corridor Digital. I don't know if you ever watched them, or the people who used to be with Freddie W and all that stuff. They started a company. They make a YouTube video every week, but that's not their main source of income. They do that because they love to do it.
Yep.
That's for their fans. So my question is like really, how do you not necessarily balance the two, but like how do you decide, being seen as a sellout versus doing something for the people?
Well, I think first and foremost, you have to kind of decide that the people's opinions are not going to control your life. Because if you're constantly trying to make people be pleased with you or be happy, you're never going to be happy.
Well, like I was telling Scott with this whole Doctor Who gender change, what we were discussing
Keep it clean.
off camera, it comes down to, honestly, you are running a business. And if you don't have a product your consumers want, you're going to lose business, you're going to lose funding.
Absolutely.
So on one hand, yeah, you got to do what you're told. On the other hand, you got to take care of yourself. If someone told me I had to go run over a small child so I can pay for my mortgage, I'm going to be homeless.
Yeah.
But if I have to
Yeah.
work 80 hours this week, I'm going to work 80 hours this week.
Right.
Well, and I think that kind of ties into the same thing. People don't really know what they want until they see it. And you're not going to see it until someone, comes up with a brilliant idea. That's part of the reason why things like ThinkGeek and Lootbox came about. Someone decided, hey, you know what? I don't want to be like everyone else anymore. I don't want to make everyone else happy. I want to do something
But
that
you
I
have to
love.
admit, and especially in this day and age where everything's already been done, it's
No.
hard to.
Not everything has been done. Do you know why we think that way? Because we've been trained to understand that there's a correct answer and only one correct answer, and that's why entrepreneurship has really fallen.
That's
You
true.
see all these service industries like Uber. Uber's been around. It's called a taxi.
It's true. It's literally what it is. They just charge more sometimes.
And it's the right answer, which is why Uber exists. But you have people like Lootbox who go, ha-ha! And they have a good customer base, but no one thought of it before because it wasn't how you got your supplies. You went out and you hunted for it, and that's how you found your stuff.
And even in the cosplay industry, there's in the cosplay industry we have things like Tap Plastics. And Tap Plastics they're a brand that builds they have stores where they sell things like Warbler, and they have LED tutorials. So it's a tool for people that are in the production industry that we didn't have 10, 20 years ago. And this is something that's been able to be used. They've adapted as a tool for us. I'm sure that they actually were around for more than 10 years, but they have ways for us to use it now as cosplay has gotten bigger and more important.
Which it definitely has over the past, I want to say, at least 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we have people like Yaya Han that are signing multi-million-dollar contracts with like Joanne's. She has exclusive lines for fabric and stuff. That's insane and amazing.
Continue.
He's watching the little sound lines. We keep like fading in and out.
Yeah,
We don't
I'm
want
like rocking back and forth here. No, Yaya Han, Firefly collection, things like that. These are incredible people that have been able to take something that they do as a hobby and turn it into a career. And I think when you come to a place where you look like a sellout, that's just jealousy talking.
And see, the other thing about sellouts too is if you were a sellout, you basically take what you were doing and flip.
Right.
People aren't doing that. They're just getting paid. There's nothing wrong with that.
And then, that person usually calls the person who sells out, can sell out later on. Be like, I don't know what the big deal was. I'm getting money.
Louis C.K. talks about this. Not Louis C.K. Who was it? It was
We were talking about Louis C.K.
Oswald. Peyton Oswald. He actually talks about this in one of his stand-ups. He's like, yeah, I called them a sellouts, and now I'm, going to casinos, and I'm a sellout. But hey, I can pay my mortgage. I mean...
You got any 2 cents to add, Rachel?
Rachel, you're always quiet. Come on.
Into just what our businesses or what new
Well,
things?
Anything you want to say?
Do you feel?
You got 30 seconds. Kill the time.
La La Land's great, and it was like the first musical to be a original movie musical, and that's new in the past year. And so there are new things happening.
And there's Rachel's fun facts for the day. Katie?
That's nerd, 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 nerd. Okay, for all you 90s kids.
All right. So we're going to wrap up. That's the time as I kill the next 25 seconds. Thank you again, guys, for coming by. Hopefully we'll get back to filming after this. Doctor Who Shattered Time on Meteor Fist Films. Again, plug that college, that university.
Hey, check out Central Washington University's theater program and Beauty and the Beast. Emma Watson, your dress was wrong.
Sam, plug your Instagram.
Instagram is KYCKE_HYMN.
And Rachel, your photography. Plug it.
RACHELVCLEMENTS.
Which stands for...
Rachel V. Clements.
There you go. All right, everyone, thank you for coming by. GSTV Studios is the channel that this show is on, GS Talks. Be sure to like and subscribe to the show, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Later.